What's going on, guys? Samuel Bouret here with Adorama TV. The images you see here weren't created with flash. They were created with RGB LED lights, meaning you could see the shot before you even take the picture. Let me show you how. Let's start with the first image. This look is built on two things: bold color contrast and precise light direction. You've got this red and yellow background, and right in the center, this glowing circle that mimics the sun. That sun effect comes from an Amaran 300C with a spotlight, creating a clean, focused beam, and that red glow that feels like it's radiating from the sun, that's actually coming from a second Amaran 300C dialed into a deep red color and spread across the background. That's what blends the red into the yellow and creates that natural radiant fall off, so it actually feels like heat and light are coming from the center. Now the subject, this is where it gets interesting. The hair light is a Nanlite Pavotube coming from the side and slightly behind, adding that cooler tone that contrasts against the warm background. It creates that clean edge highlight that separates the subject and gives you that crisp, dimensional look. To camera left, we have the key light, another Nanlite Pavotube set to a warm tone. This creates a soft glow on the subject, almost as if they're lit directly by the sun behind them, tying everything visually. And finally, we have a fill light, another Nanlite Pavotube set to a magenta tone. This subtly lifts the shadows without flattening the image, while adding just a touch of color contrast to keep the skin from looking too flat or overly warm. That placement creates strong separation and controlled contrast. Notice how one side of the face falls into shadow. That's intentional. You're not trying to light everything. You're shaping the face and controlling depth. The background remains bright and saturated, while the skin tones remain controlled and not blown out. That balance is what makes it feel polished and cinematic. So at the end of the day, it's not about using more lights. It's about using the right lights, placing them with intention, and controlling your color, control direction, and suddenly a simple setup turns into something that looks like a full production. This time, we went for a completely different approach, only two lights, minimal setup, but still very intentional. Instead of building multiple layers of color, this look is all about shape, contrast, and control. Let's start with the background. We're using the same Amaran 300C with a standard reflector. That gives us a broader, more even spread of warm light across the background, creating that smooth yellow to orange gradient. Now for the subject, we introduce a single light from above using a 25-inch beauty dish. This becomes your key light. Because it's positioned overhead, it creates strong shadow fall off down the face and body, giving you that sculpted, almost dramatic look while still keeping some detail. The key here is balance. You're exposing for the background while letting the subject sit just under that exposure. So you maintain depth without losing the subject completely into silhouette. Position still matters. Keeping the subject slightly turned gives you a cleaner profile and more defined shape against the background. And because we're only using two lights, controlling spill is everything. You want that top light to stay directional and not flatten the scene, while the background stays bright and consistent. Now you've got a clean cinematic image using just two sources, one for the background, one for the subject. This trains your eye to simplify. All right, guys, as you can see, you could take images using LED lights and do video at the same time. Let me know what you thought about those shots. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.